morning, good afternoon, and good evening, people. What's good? Yo, it's Marquis Walker from Quincy, Boston, Mass. And I'm doing a review on a neighbor. Won't you be my neighbor? Joyner Lucas, man, from Worcester. He's from Worcester, Mass. His album ADHD finally came out after almost 2 years. I think it's like almost 2 years, man. It was like, what's it, 2020? So I think it was like, his last album was like 2018. I think like in June or July or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, let's get to it, man. ADHD, man. I think everybody got ADHD. I think I got it. I don't even know. I ain't gonna get checked. I don't want to know. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to know. But yeah, man, this album is good. And the reason, man, there was a lot of work today, man. Today, a lot of albums came out, man. A lot of albums. I'm like, yo, listen, my ears are bleeding, man, from like all the music. But good music, you know what I'm saying? So let's start off with Joyner. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, ADHD. He had 18 tracks. You know what I'm saying? 4 of them were like skits. He had like 2 skits with like a therapist. Like that was like one of the first skits like with a therapist. Like he was a kid, basically like he was 8 years old, and basically that therapist is like some mean crazy dude, man. He's a crazy dude, man. You know what I'm saying? And then like the second skit with him with that therapist, like he apologizes to him, but then he goes crazy again. Like it's good. It fits the album and shit like that. And then he got 2 other skits with 2 of the most famous black comedians in the world, baby. Chris Rock. Hey man, I can't do the voice, man. I can't do voices, man. Ah man. And Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart. I think anybody could just do Kevin Hart. You just gotta do like a squeaky voice. Hey, I'm Kevin Hart. Did I do it right? Hey, I'm Kevin Hart. Kevin, if you're watching this, is that how you do it? I'm Kevin Hart. Yeah. So anyway, but yeah. So you got those 2 skits with them dudes, and they just bugging out, talking shit to him, and wondering why. You know, just saying like, yo, why you didn't come out with the album so soon? The other dude, I think Chris is asking him about the album. Or was that Kevin? Somebody owe him money. Yeah, I think he owed Kevin money, and Kevin's trying to like fight him or something. I don't know. So, but it's crazy. So that's dope. But yeah, he got 14 tracks. So 10 out of the 14 tracks are good. They're bangers. You know what I'm saying? Good beats. He worked with a lot of different producers. You can go to my blog or go underneath and in the description of this YouTube video to see all the producers, man. It's a lot. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like he probably used like 1 or 2 producers on 2 or 3 tracks. Like, and then everywhere else he just went, I'm gonna use him. One of the standout tracks that I didn't think the dude was still producing, but Timbaland. Remember Timbaland, dog? You know what I'm saying? With Missy, itchy and all that stuff. Timbaland, dog. But he's out. He did a track on here that was dope. What track was that? Make sure you track right there, baby. You got some information on Timbaland. Timbaland did 10 bands. Track number 12, you know what I'm saying? So that was dope. But yo, one of the standout producers is this dude named Crank Lucas, yo. Look up Crank Lucas, dog. The dude's funny. He can rap. He make beats. Everything, dog. Like he does everything. Like you go into his YouTube and you're gonna see like underneath his description or whatever. I think he can marry you too. I think he got a license. I don't know. Like Crank Lucas is dope though. Big fan of Crank Lucas though. But yeah, a lot of different producers on here. So check out the album. He didn't do a lot of features. Let's see. He got Young Thug on there. I really like that one, man. The War, that's what Young Thug. It was alright. Produced by Marley Marl. Then he had Logic on there with ISIS featuring Logic. That was alright. You know what I mean? Then he had like whatever. I don't think he had a lot of. They didn't have a lot of people. Yeah, he had Chris Brown. On finally, yo, Joyner, dog. Stop, yo. Not saying stop making music with Chris Brown, dog. We know you know Chris Brown. We know y'all cool. Alright, relax with the Chris Brown a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just maybe save a track or something. Like I don't know. Y'all must have did 400 tracks together or something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe at least come up with an album. You and Chris Brown like combo. Y'all should do that. Do a Chris Brown I'm not gonna say Frank Lucas, Lord of mercy. Joyner Lucas album. You know what I'm saying? Frank, you on my mind, dog. Ah, shit. You're gonna have a positive year, baby. But, yeah, at least do like a Chris Brown, Joyner Lucas album. You know what I'm saying? That'd be a good collab. I'm putting it in the air. Ah, it's in the air. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like I said, the producers was dope. I like I said, 10 out of 14 tracks. 4 of them gonna be in my rotation. 4 of the tracks in my rotation. I ain't gonna lie. 4 tracks, I'm just gonna keep playing them joints, you know what I'm saying, for all 2020. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I do. So sometimes, like, if you look at the reviews, my blog, and just me talking now, I'll tell you, like, you know what I'm saying, like, there's certain tracks that's gonna be dope that I probably listen to if it was on the radio or I listen to if somebody in somebody's whip. But I'm not gonna rotation the joints, you know what I'm saying? But there's like 4 joints on here that I already put in my rotation, so they already like spinning, you know what I'm saying, on my tracks for 2020, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of good music, a lot of good hip hop, you know what I'm saying, this year. So it's gonna be tough to get in that rotation. 4 tracks is good. If we get 4 tracks out of 14, yeah, it was I said 14, yeah, it's good. So those 4 tracks I love, produced by the Sky Beats. Never heard of them, but it's a dope track. ADHD, which is the, you know, signature track for the album. That's produced by High Self. I never heard of him either, but I'm gonna start doing a lot of research on these producers. There might be a lot. They might be new. Might be some people he know. You know what I'm saying? Might be his boys or his crew or something. I don't know. Will, produced by Frank Lucas. We already talked about that. Will, now yo, it's all about Will Smith, man. Like, he's basically, like, if he's on Will Smith's shoes or he's being Will, like, you gotta check the video out. The video's dope. Yo, that's the one thing about Mr. Lucas, dog. His brain, maybe he do got ADHD. Like, his brain works so crazy. Like, his video concepts and his song structure and his titles of his songs and all that stuff, like, kind of work kind of crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? AKA monkey nuts. Another word for crazy, monkey nuts. You know what I'm saying? Support the line, baby. And support Sincerely Yours, baby. You know what I'm saying? Look at the description, man. Support my daughter's clothing line, baby. And support, you know, all the other stuff down there, too. I got some other clothes down there. I got some cancer shirts. I got some mom shirts and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get into I'm trying to put my artwork into a little bit. But yeah, the other song is, I think what I said, I love ADHD. Will was produced by what? I said Frank Lucas. Oh, and Revenge, produced by a couple people. Boy Wonder. Boy, these people, yo, stop writing this stuff. Yo, y'all write y'all names all crazy, man. Jahan Sweet. Am I saying that right? Sonorous. Oh Lord. And Dirtwork, DRTWRK, Dirtwork. I don't know. A couple producers did that track, Revenge, but those are the 4 tracks that are dope that I always keep listening to. They're gonna be constantly in the rotation. You know what I'm saying? Yo, he had, I don't know if you know this fact real quick. You know what I'm saying? Throw a little gems in there once in a while. Joyner Lucas wasn't always his name. He used to go by G Storm. That's kind of dope too, but G Storm, I guess it didn't catch, you know what I'm saying? It stick. Then he changed his name to Future Joyner, and then when the actual artist Future came out and it made it big and got crazy and everybody was like Future, yo, he was like, oh man, I gotta cut this Future out. So he cut the Future out and then he goes by Joyner. He decided going by Joyner Lucas. So that's a tidbit for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So and he was in a group called, what's it called? Film Skool Rejekts, and they spelled it all crazy. Film Skool Rejekts and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's a little history with Joyner, you know what I'm saying? And if I'm wrong, correct me in the comments, baby. It's his 3rd album within 2 years. Like I said, everybody's been waiting on it. He's been dropping singles here and there, dropping singles, you know what I'm saying? I heard probably 5 singles before I think I probably heard 5 singles before he dropped this. So I was like skipping those tracks because I already heard them, you know what I'm saying? I heard most of the album, dog. What did I say? 14 tracks. So 9 tracks I listened to, though. Basically brand new to my ears and shit. So, but yeah, it was dope. I see why he did it. I thought he was only gonna have like a 10, 12 track album. I'm like, damn, dude, you already put out half the album. But he had 14, so I get what he was doing. He tried to put out like a quarter, not a quarter, maybe a quarter to a third of the album, and then he just dropped it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, check out his videos, man. Every video he make is creative, man. And I think I don't know if he does. I don't know if he thinks of the video first, or has the title of the song, and then he like writes. Cause I think he's a writer. So, are you a writer, Joyner? Cause a lot of people, just have it in their head, like Benny the Butcher, Biggie, Jay-Z. They just have that shit in their head, and they just kind of flow. They hear a beat and like, oh. It could be like, and then they just start flowing. Oh, I like that beat. Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's a writer. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. If y'all know he's a writer, Joyner, if you're watching this, are you a writer? You know what I'm saying? That's one of the questions I got for you. I think that was one of my questions. Yeah, that was my main question, actually. I wonder if you was a writer, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to see how you get down, what you do, what's your creativity, what's your pattern, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man. Lyrical King, man, the dude's dope, man. I gotta give it to him, man. This album's nice. You know what I'm saying? Like I like pretty much most of it. There's some of them I could skip. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna downplay the review. Like I said, most of the album is dope. I give it a 3.8 mics out of 5, and that's the system I do. But I give a lot of percentages, so I do more of a percentage to give it a higher rating than just like how the Source did it back in the day when they did the 5 mics. They should just do like 1.5, 2.5, like mics like that. So I just kind of do a little higher percentage, trying to give everybody their flowers while they can smell them. Kiss your friends out there, kiss your family out there. Wash your hands. Coronavirus. Every time I think of coronavirus, you know what I'm thinking about. Cardi B, dog. You got that in everybody said, coronavirus. Yeah, I gotta get that out of my head, man. But shout out to everybody out there protect themselves, and shout out to the all the essential workers that are out there, like the nurses and doctors and policemen, firemen. There's a list, man. I just can't remember all of them, but me, I'm still working. I work for a non-profit organization. And they still got me working, man. I'm a facilities manager. I'm essential. So, gotta get these families, make sure these families okay. So, I'm alright. I don't mind doing it, but I won't mind being home sometimes, chilling and relaxing. But a lot of y'all go crazy, but I see y'all online go crazy because of this virus, dog. But anyway, let's get back into the album. So, like I said, he puts a lot of effort in like structure into his songs. You could tell, you know what I'm saying? Like, on Will, the song Will, like you could tell, like he either came up with the title first or the video concept first, and then he just like dived into the lyrics or something. You know what I'm saying? Revenge, he did that on Revenge. Like he did that on most of the ones I love, like ADHD, Lotto, Devil's Work, I Lied. Like you could like just listen to him and see how you could tell like it's not like an old school. I think old school rappers used to just come up. Some of them used to come up with the titles and then they come up with the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like nowadays, everybody does it how they do it because the artist's an artist. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna do it how you do it. But I think he did. I think he does. I think he writes the title. I think he's old school. So that's dope. What else I was gonna say? No Eminem. Joyner, I'm surprised, man. Like your last album, I think had Eminem on it, right? I don't think the first one did. I think the second album had Eminem on it, which was dope. So you survived without Eminem. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you needed him on this album though. You ain't need Eminem on this album. You flow just as good as Eminem. I'm gonna tell you that. You flow just as good as Eminem. You're up there. You're a top 3 MC. I believe in you, man. I think you're one of the best. You're good. So don't let nobody tell you different, man. So if you're listening, for real, man, keep doing what you're doing, man. Dope. One more Chris Brown, dog. Yo. Next album, unless it's, like I said, if it's a joint album, put it out. Yo, next album, dog. Come on, son. No Chris. All right, so like I said, my best tracks is I Love, Revenge, ADHD, and Will. I would say I Will, but and Will for Will Smith, like, and yeah, man. And like I said, my question for you: do you write? And yo, don't wait another almost 2 years for us to like hear you again, man. Like, this is gonna, you're gonna let this sit for a minute, you know what I'm saying? It's the beginning of the year, it's March. You know what I'm saying? And nowadays, people put out singles every day. They can put out a single in 2 seconds. And especially with everybody being inside. I know a lot of people in that studio. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, putting out tracks. A lot of people putting out good music, too. Just don't put out, like, this is for all artists, not just Joyner Lucas, man. Anybody out there listen to this, man. Don't just put out stuff just to put it out, man. Try to put out, you know what I'm saying? Try to put out like a single a week or something, but make it quality. At least we need quality music, man. And you got time. Y'all got time to make the quality. Make a single. So you make a single Sunday or Monday. Tune it up. Make sure it's straight. Get some opinions. Drop it Friday. Drop it Saturday. Whatever day you want to drop it. You know what I'm saying? Jadakiss used to do. Jadakiss and actually Fab started. Fab used to do like a Freestyle Friday with Clue. And then Jada started doing it with I think DJ Envy. So do something like that, man. Get your niche. Get a niche, man. And everybody get a YouTube channel. Get a YouTube channel. That's how you're gonna get out there and then promote it by sending those links, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like I said, man, this album's good. Thanks for putting it out there. Join if you're listening, man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, man. And everybody out there, man. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for watching, man. A lot of people, I'm getting some fans. That's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? Where the ladies at, man? Come on, where the ladies at, man? Come on, ladies. I know I'm cute. I'm cute from the side. This side. Come on, man. Show a brother some love, man. Coronavirus, man. I'm stuck in the house. Well, actually, I gotta work, but most of the time I'm stuck in the house. Yeah, all right, man. Shout out to the camp. Shout out to Joyner Lucas's camp. Shout out to the world, man. Shout out to the world. The world needs love over hate. That's all I'm gonna say, man. I don't talk politics. I do, but offline. But just love over hate, man. Straight up. All right? One love. Peace.